going on YouTube? It's Legendary323 and I'm back with a new video. I hope everyone had a good holiday. So in this video, as you can see in the title, we're going to be talking about this microphone right here. This microphone is the Fifine Ampligame gaming microphone. This is a USB condenser microphone. Here's the box it comes in. This was sent to me by the wonderful people over at Fifine to be able to complete this review. Here's some of the features. So it has a tap to mute sensor button at the top. It's plug and play. There's no drivers needed. Well, I mean the drivers, but there's no software needed. RGB lighting. It comes with the actual pop filter, and it comes with the shock mount. So we're gonna talk more about that later. But as you can see in the box, here's the shock mount, pop filter. All right. So quick overview of the microphone. As you can see right here, it has this lovely RGB. However, it to me is a bit distracting, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool. As far as that comes in the box too, it comes with the microphone, the shock mount, the pop filter, a USB-C to USB-A connector, and this pretty hefty microphone stand, like desk stand. It has a 5/8 thread on it, so it'll screw right in to put on your desk if you like to use this on your desk. I'm currently using it on a boom arm in this current state right now. So that's the stuff that comes in the box. And of course, you get your user guide if you need to use it. Granted, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's all plug and play. Easy peasy. All right, so a few things we're gonna do is we're gonna do some sound tests with a keyboard. So I have the Razer Huntsman Elite that has the purple switches, are really loud, probably the loudest clicky that's mainstream. So we're gonna be doing keyboard tests that way, and I'm also going to take out the mic off the mic and put it on its actual stand that it came in and put it behind the keyboard, because many people might be using it like that. This mic also does work for PS5 and PS4 if you wanted to use it for streaming on the consoles. But I don't stream on the consoles, so I don't know how they're going to sound, if it's going to sound the same or not. Right now I'm just using, this is all raw audio. I'm recording it through Audacity, and that's how I'm capturing the audio. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the cool features. So the gain, there's not too many features of this mic. So the mute button is on top. So if I tap it, so that's the indication that it's muted, is when the light turns off. And you tap it and it's back on. And then there's a gain knob on the bottom. So right now my gain is probably about, I would say 40%. So as you can tell, I have the mic pretty close to my mouth. It's probably maybe 4 inches away from my mouth, because I feel like with a microphone, you should have it closer to your mouth and have the gain low. One thing about this microphone I've noticed is the gain, if you turn it all the way up, it's not like a Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti just sounds so distorted and just so gainy. It just sounds terrible. This one is not as bad. However, I don't recommend it. And then you also can have it far away if you desire. I mean, it's up to you, but I personally think the closer the better. The pop filter. So let's go ahead and do a little pop filter test. So the pop filter is on right now. So let's do, I don't know, just say something random with P's. Peter Piper broke the pickle. Okay, that's with the pop filter. Peter Piper broke the pickle. And that's without the pop filter. And I'm sure there was a difference, because I did a quick test earlier and I was actually surprised how functional this pop filter is that's included. I thought it was just going to be complete garbage, but this pop filter actually works. As far as the shock mount, I think it's fine. I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, let's go ahead and do some typing test. So let me move it over because my monitor is to the left of me. All right, so this is currently on the boom arm, and we're just gonna type. Okay, let's do some mouse clicks. Okay, so that's how it sounds with it on the boom arm. Now I'm going to switch the mic over to the actual included table stand, and we're going to go ahead and do some more sound tests. Obviously it's going to sound much different than it does now, and then after we do that, we're going to talk about some pros and cons about the microphone. All right, let's get into it. All right, since this is a condenser microphone, let's go ahead and do some the sound test on the side of the microphone, because condenser microphone, you're supposed to be talking directly in the front of it. All right, let's go ahead and see. So we're speaking over to the right. We're going to the right of the microphone. Now we're behind the microphone. Coming around. Then we're going to go to the left side of the microphone. Now we're on the left side of the microphone. Now this is the left side behind the microphone. Okay, coming back around. Now we're back. So that's the little proximity sound or proximity test for the microphone to see how it sounds. Okay, so now I have the microphone on my desk. So it is much further away. It's probably like a good 2 feet away from me, and I was using the microphone stand that comes with it. However, the microphone stand that comes with it is like 6 inches, and then it has a 3 prongs. So when it spreads out, like it looks like this. Since the 3 prongs are spread out, it makes it lower, and then it's right behind my keyboard. And I'm just doing this as a comparison because I know there's some people that don't have a boom arm and they might use it in this scenario. So this is how it sounds. And then let's go ahead and do a typing test. Like I mentioned, this is with the Razer Huntsman Elite that has the purple switches. So let's go ahead and do a test. Okay, let's go ahead and do a mouse test. Okay. Oh, in this scenario, I guess we'll do a controller test. So we're going to use a PS5 controller. Okay. You probably heard me put that down on the desk. And then here's the Xbox controller. This is the Razer Wolverine Ultimate. So yeah, it's pretty loud. And as far as putting things on the desk, let's see how the shock mount reacts to it. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this mic back to the boom arm because I am not liking the way it looks about it. It's gonna sound. And just a FYI, the gain is all the way up on this. In this scenario, the gain is all the way up. You can see I'm trying to move down to talk to it. The gain is all the way up. So let me turn the gain down. This is probably like 70%, and it's just not loud enough for this distance. All right, so let's go ahead and move the mic back to the boom arm that you can see right here. Okay. All right. We're back with the boom arm and then much closer to my mouth, so it should sound much better. All right, let's get to the conclusion about the mic, the pros and cons of the mic. Let me get my little list over here. Okay. So let's talk about it. So we're going to start with pros first. I think for the price point, it sounds pretty good. For under $50, this is the sound quality you're going to be getting. It also it's going to depend on how you have it set up as well. So I have my gain right now about 40-ish, 50%, and then I have it pretty close to my mouth. So I think this is the ideal setup to make it get the best sound of it. Also, I think it's just for under $50. That's a good bargain. It's USB-C, which is, a lot of products still don't use USB-C. They're still on micro USB. So I think that's pretty cool. Something's pretty simple, but it's cool. The shock mount and the pop filter that's included. Granted, it's all like the whole construction is just plastic. It's really really light, but it includes the shock mount and the pop filter. And as you guys could see earlier, the pop filter actually works. It works well. All right, let's talk about the cons. Not being able to turn off the RGB. I think that's a pretty big con, because I feel like the lights, I mean, some people might like it, but I think it's pretty distracting. As you can see, it's just cycling through, and you can't control the colors. Like, you can't set the colors you want to set. You can't do anything. It's just all preset on a cycle. That's why you see it cycling out through the same color combinations. So you can't turn that off. Another thing too, I think it's pretty big con is how it doesn't include a 3/8 adapter. So it doesn't include one of these. A lot of microphones don't use 5/8, or boom arms don't use 5/8 adapters. They use the 3/8. So you would have to have one of these on hand, or if your microphone stand comes with one, then that's cool. So yeah, I'm sure they could get these for a couple cents and include it. I think that's a good inclusion. Like I mentioned earlier, it's really light, so the actual stand that it comes with it is like double the weight of the microphone. It feels cheap. Granted, you are getting what you pay for. It is a budget microphone, so I mean, you wouldn't expect it to be anything crazy. However, it's cheap feeling. And then this is for some people. It doesn't have a headphone pass through. So if you are one that like to use headphone pass-throughs on microphones, this does not have one. So that's unfortunate. The gain knob is on the bottom. So if you move it from the bottom, there's chances are you're going to move the gain knob. So that's kind of another annoyance. But it does make it come out the way. It doesn't block the RGB. I like the top function for the mute. But overall, I am actually surprised on how well this budget microphone sounds. It's all about the sound, in my opinion. The way it looks, yeah, it looks cool. And then you could use it on PS5. That's pretty freaking cool. If you stream on the consoles, that's a big plus for under $50, which is cheaper than most headphones or headsets that cost that much. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope everyone has a safe New Year's, because this video was made before New Year's. On to better times in 2022. Everyone be safe. Thank you, Fifine, for sending this over. Thanks to my boy, BigBearBro, for introducing me to them, to allow me to be part of this. Appreciate it. You guys have a safe one. Have a good one. Appreciate y'all.